Good morning, bees. Happy Friday. This is your principal, Mrs. Meneses, bringing you today's Bees Breaking News. Buenos días, abejitas. Les saluda su directora, Mrs. Meneses. Súper contenta de traerles los anuncios de hoy. It is a beautiful day to be a bee. It is day 5 in the Discovery Time schedule. Hoy es el día 5 en el horario del descubrimiento. Today is Friday, February 5th, 2021. Hoy es viernes, el 5 de febrero del 2021. And we have lots of birthdays to celebrate because the weekend is coming. It's Friday, tomorrow Saturday, then we have Sunday, and we've got lots of birthdays. So let me put on my birthday shades and let's celebrate our birthdays for today are Jackson Sheets in 4th grade, Mila Laredo in 2nd grade, Mohammed Ahmed in kindergarten. Happy birthday to you guys. And then tomorrow on Saturday, we have Mr. Larry Herrera celebrating his birthday. So make sure when you see him in the hallway, give him a birthday air hug. Let's see, we have also tomorrow on Saturday, Audrey Peña in 5th grade, Benjamin Hernandez in 4th grade. In 3rd grade, we have Gabriel Partida. In 1st grade, Ariana Holman Proctor. We have in kinder, Andrea Melissa Garza, also celebrating her birthday on Saturday. And finally, Emma Luisa Garza, also in kindergarten, also celebrating her birthday. So, and Sunday we have Adrian Vega and Juliana Flores. Adrian is in 5th grade and Juliana is in kinder. So let's sing them the birthday song. Sing with me, boys and girls. 1, 2, 3. Happy, happy birthday from all of us to you. Feliz, feliz cumpleaños. May all your dreams come true. Hey! All right. Let me remove my fun birthday shades. I think they make singing a lot more fun for me. I hope you're having more fun. And speaking of fun, I always have a lot of fun reading messages that I get on Schoology. And yesterday I loved one of the messages that I got was from Karen Sadarsi. And she shared with me what she does, one of the things that she does to show compassion. And I loved her example because it connected with family. And so she talked about her mom and how when her mom is tired, she shows compassion for her mom by making her a coffee, preparing her a coffee. So I just thought that was so thoughtful and such a simple, great example of how we show people we care, how we show people we love them. And it's so important, boys and girls, for us to think about those little things. It's the little things that we can do in life that can make everything better. And so let's continue to talk about the pillar of caring, because that's what we're focusing on this week. But before we do that, I want to tell you I have 2 things that I want you to get excited about. Okay. The first one is the Black History Committee has come up with a challenge for all of us. And this is a flyer. I'm going to go ahead and try to post it on Schoology, and your teachers will share it with you as well. But in this flyer, it says, in honor of Black History Month, we have created an interactive choice board. So it's a choice board for you to complete. You have an option of activities that you can do. You have the entire month of February until February 28th to submit as many of these activities, and I'll go over some of them, to your teacher. So these are kind of like little fun activities, little projects that you can do, that you can work on. And it says, let's see, provide quality work and submit it to your teachers so that they can share it for a chance to either be on the morning announcements, or better yet, the best part is the classroom with the most submissions. Now, your teacher is going to receive your submission. So, for example, one of the activities is to write a poem celebrating Black history. It could be any kind of poem. Another one is make a video about Black history using Chatterpix. And you can add your teacher can add a little QR code so that we can put the QR code outside of the classroom, because whatever you decide to do on the choice board, you turn in that activity to your teacher, and then your teacher is going to post it outside of his or her wall. And the teacher with the most activities posted outside of the wall and with the most quality work will get, that classroom will get a prize. So the winning classroom is going to get 30 minutes of a party, and it's your choice. It can be a disco party with Miss Meneses and Miss Hernandez, or it can be a Kahoot party. So we can make a fun Kahoot for you, or we can facilitate a disco party for your class. So you'll have the choice if you're the winning class, but in order to be the winning class, the entire month of February, we want you to work on submitting as many of these activities as you can to your teachers so that they can post them outside of their wall. And so that is one of the challenges that we have for you. That's one way that you can show that you care about Black History Month, and you can show that you care about learning about Black History Month, because in order to work on these activities, you really have to learn a lot and possibly do some research or get some ideas. There are some other really fun activities, like one of my favorites is create a family tree about your family. That one is really cool. Create a picture collage, and you can choose one person of your choice or focus on several. It says celebrate Black history's greatest inventors, and you can use the engineering and design process to create an invention. You also have free choice. So if you think of something that's not on here that you want to do, you can do that as well. Make a word cloud celebrating Black history. You can make a comic strip to share a story that you have learned about someone from Black history. Research a famous musician, athlete, engineer, politician, really anyone, and put information about them on a Google slideshow. So lots of different things that you can do to honor Black history and all those individuals that have contributed so much to our American history, right? So, and actually going back to Karen Sidarcy, she shared with me an essay that she wrote about Harriet Tubman. And so I was just so impressed by her writing that I thought it would be great to help share it with you, and to share with you a little bit about Harriet Tubman. So I'll tell you some of the things that really stuck out to me that I really admire about Harriet Tubman is she used to be, I'm going to tell you a little bit about her. So she used to be at a very young age, she was separated. Her parents were slaves, unfortunately. And at a very young age, at about 6 years old, she was separated from her family. She was separated from her mom and dad and was sold as a slave herself. And she lived like that and suffered and was always very lonely and suffered through that journey so much. And at 20 years old, she found a way to escape. And so through the Underground Railroad, she was able to find her own freedom and have a lot of courage in order to, because can you imagine how scary it is to risk your life in order to try to escape such a horrible life? But she did. She finally had her freedom. And here's where she showed a lot of compassion and a lot of caring. You know, many of us maybe in her position would have just become free and you know, started a new life. But she went back. Through the Underground Railroad, she actually returned and risked her life and her freedom to help other people who were slaves become free and also escape. And so that's one of the things that she's known for. And all that was through the Underground Railroad. The other thing that I really admire about her is that when she was older, at around 70 years old, she put together a home for the elderly who had previously been slaves as well. And she provided, you know, food and health care for them. And she also provided health care in that facility. She also provided health care for anyone who needed medical attention, not only African Americans, but whites as well. And so what a wonderful way to show that she was a compassionate human being who didn't do things just for herself, but really thought of others. And although she had a life of a lot of suffering and a lot of struggle, she used all of that to do better and to change the world. So I found a quote about her or from her, that I really thought resonated with who she is as a woman. And I thought it could inspire all of us. And she said, "Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember, you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars, to change the world." So what beautiful words, inspiring us to remember that we have the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars and to change the world. And it's those little things, those little things that we can do as human beings for each other that can show that we care. So today, I want to read to you Karen's essay that she wrote, and then I'm going to ask you to show that you care in a certain way, and I'll get to that in a bit. So here's Karen Sadarski's essay. Harriet Tubman, formerly named Araminta Ross, was one of America's greatest Black abolitionists and conductors of the Underground Railroad, freeing more than 200 people and returning 13 times to free her family. She was born in 1822 and died 1913. Araminta had a tough childhood, which included contracting the sleep disorder narcolepsy after being accidentally hit by a 2-pound weight meant for a fugitive Black slave. To gain strength, her father taught her woodwork, which put her in contact with Black sailors who told her of the Underground Railroad. After marrying Freeman John Tubman, she renamed herself to Harriet, which was actually her mother's name. The Underground Railroad is a network of wagons, boats, and houses to get enslaved people up north. After escaping in 1849, she became a conductor of the Underground Railroad. During the Civil War, Tubman was a spy, nurse, and scout for the Union Army and the first woman to plan and lead an attack. Finally, in 1864, the Congress passed the 13th Amendment, which freed all slaves. After all slaves were freed, she started to work on Black people's suffrage. The 15th Amendment let Black men vote, so she kept on fighting now for women's suffrage, and in 1920, the 19th Amendment was passed. She died March 10, 1913, and dedicated her life to helping others. Her last words were, "I go to prepare a place for you." In 2016, the U.S. Treasury of State announced that her face would be on the $20 bill after her monthly pay of $20 as a veteran. No matter what, Harriet never let her guard down. As she says, "I was a conductor on the Underground Railroad. I can say what many others cannot. I never ran my train off the track, and I never lost a passenger." Harriet Tubman. So thank you, Karen, for sharing how you show compassion to your mom. And thank you for sharing that beautifully written essay. You are a wonderful writer, and I'm so proud of you. And I can't wait to see all the other pieces of work from our students that are going to be participating in the Black History Month Challenge. And another challenge that I have for you, boys and girls, is I want you to stop and think today of having compassion for our teachers. I want to stop and take a few minutes, first of all, to thank our teachers for everything that they do every day, because their work has been so difficult this year. To stay positive and to stay excited about teaching has really been challenging, I think, for all the teachers around the world, given the pandemic. And our teachers here at Ellison have done an amazing job. And one thing we can show, or one thing we can do today and for the rest of this school year, is something Dr. Woods talked about a few days ago in one of the videos he sent out. And I'm not sure if you or your parents saw it, but he asked for us, when we're in our Zooms, to turn on our cameras. And I want to share with you how turning on your camera today can actually change the way your teacher feels. And it can be something so tiny, so small that you can do to show compassion for your teachers. Because your teachers work hours and hours to prepare their lessons, to make sure that whether you are learning from home or from school, that you are receiving quality instruction, that you are being taught the way that you're supposed to be taught. And that takes lots of time, lots of planning, and lots of thinking and hard work from each of your teachers. Then they have to upload those lessons to Schoology, have them ready, prepare their slides, do everything that they need to do to get ready to teach you. So let's have compassion for our teachers. Let's turn on that camera so that they can see that we care. Because when we turn on our cameras, boys and girls, and we look at our teachers when they're teaching, and we have conversations with our teachers, and we answer questions, and we engage in those discussions, we show that we care. So I challenge all of you, not only today, but for the rest of the school year, I ask you, I challenge you to turn on your cameras. Show respect to your teachers. Show them you care. Show them that you have compassion and that you appreciate everything that they do, because we want our teachers to stay strong, to stay excited, to stay motivated. Because what would we do without our teachers? I don't know. I couldn't do my job here. There's no point for me showing up to work if our teachers are not here. So show them you care. Turn on your cameras. Let's show them that we have respect and love for learning, and respect and love for them. And we as teachers will do the same for you. Boys and girls, I can't wait to see all your submissions. I can't wait to see your excitement to celebrate Black History Month with all of us. I can't wait to see your faces through Zoom. I'm gonna be checking in and going into Zooms today to see who has their camera on. I can't wait to know and to hear back from teachers on how things are going with these great discussions that we've been having about showing that we care, because I can't think of a more important pillar of character, especially given the pandemic. Have a beautiful day. Have a happy Friday. Remember, be innovative, be bold, be Ellison. Bye.